Talks of include XRP in a potential U.S. strategic digital asset reserve have been fueled by the recent executive order signed by outgoing President Trump. In his first days as president, he issued an executive order in an effort to establish a comprehensive framework for regulating digital assets and a national digital asset stockpile. The executive order requires the formation of a presidential working group to assess the long-term sustainability of digital assets in the United States. In addition to seeking regulatory clarification, the company is thinking of establishing a strategic digital asset reserve, according to a Fox Business writer. Initially, it was believed that the primary asset in such a reserve would be Bitcoin. The scope has expanded since we are now discussing a variety of assets, including XRP. Scott Melker of the Wolf of Wall Street's podcast has also hinted at this shift. Brad, the CEO of Ripple, was among the cryptocurrency experts with whom President Trump reportedly recently met. This relationship has led to heightened speculation about the planned reserve's potential participation with XRP, the idea of diversifying. The reserve has not been widely accepted. Pierre Rochard, vice president of research at Riot Platform, contested the launch of XRP. As he promoted its CBDC initiatives, he said that Ripple was advocating to stop a Bitcoin only. Rochard claims that the administration's initial plan to use Bitcoin as the foundation for a national reserve has been stymied by Ripple's lobbying. In response to Rochard's claims, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse denied that the company's lobbying activities go against governmental goals. The purpose of Ripple's engagements with policymakers is to support American companies and promote innovation. In a video that a community member posted, Garlinghouse expressed the opinion that a digital asset reserve shouldn't be unduly centered on Bitcoin. The XRP reserve is one of several specialists who have voiced their opposition to Rochard and his like, claiming that they do not recognize the societal advantages of the cryptocurrency industry as a whole. Other professionals also join in on the act valid or vet of the XRP ledger. This opinion was supported by a piece in the New York Post that claimed that the government would prioritize assets made in the U.S., such as XRP, Solana, and USDC. Bitcoin users, however, continue to voice their grievances. Some even claim that Ripple's financial contributions to political campaigns had an influence on legislative decisions. However, a former Ripple employee has refuted this idea and explained why Ripple makes political contributions. If the well-known market analyst Dark Defender is correct, XRP will break through the $3 psychological barrier and get a lot more traction. For the first time since January 2018, XRP eventually recovered $3 on January 15. After a long run from XRP, which saw it rise from the 5-cent level, it soared to a high of 3.4 the next day before facing opposition due to the continued market uncertainty. XRP is struggling to fend off bears at the $3 price threshold, which is when the research was conducted. Since it has now broken above $3, analysts like Dark Defender think that if the momentum comes up again, this level will also become history. Within 2 weeks after XRP breaking through the two psychological resistance levels of $1 and $2, during this bull era, this encouraging event took place. A 4-hour chart illustrating the price fluctuations of XRP since it made a 3.4 claim and subsequently withdrew was shown by Dark Defender in his most recent remarks. It's interesting to note that during this slide, the asset has repeatedly reached lower highs, which makes investors nervous whenever a top descending trend line appears in the market as a whole. XRP soared to a peak price of $33.36, surpassing the previous high on January 20th. XRP had overcome the resistance, which was positioned at 3.2 during the time of Shadow Defender. XRP's bullish momentum around this trendline has been frequently restrained by this obstacle. Following its breakthrough and subsequent retesting, the expert now projects that XRP will surpass the psychological $3 threshold. According to Mark, if this tendency continues, $3 will no longer exist. The market analyst continued by predicting that if the bulls keep up their current momentum, XRP might hit $5. Based on his chart data, which aligns with the 2.61.5 Fibonacci extension level reach, he projects that XRP will reach $5. Judge Annalisa Torres decided in July 2023. That the programmatic sales of XRP did not satisfy the third element of the Hoy test, despite the fact that its price had recently fallen to $3. The SEC filed its opening brief challenging this ruling in the appeal on January 15th, primarily addressing the time frame from September 2020 to January 2021 and the group's backing of cryptocurrency. Despite being a member of the Biden-Harris transition team Dennis Kelleher, CEO of Better Markets, acknowledged in recent interviews that the Biden administration had a position opposing the cryptocurrency. The SEC has decided to forego plans for an appeal in the Ripple case in the days before their much-anticipated private hearing on January 23. Rumors surfaced that the SEC could abandon its appeal of the Ripple ruling after markets submitted its amicus brief. Invalidating, it has the potential to break the trend line once more during a resurgence after breaking above the Dark Defenders trend line. XRP is currently trading at $3, down 0.85% over the last day and 5.49% over the last week. It's interesting to note that reaching the $5 AIM analyst would require an 86% increase from the current level. When EGR projected in October of last year that XRP might reach $6 in the worst case scenario during this bull run, it was happy with the fact that XRP is facing one of the worst backlashes in its history, despite reports that Ripple Labs has hacked Bitcoin. According to CoinMarketCap data, XRP was down 2.48% from the day before, trading at $3. The price forecast for XRP is steady even as the cryptocurrency market continues to consolidate. Bitcoin investors accused Ripple Labs of undermining the National Reserve initiatives of the cryptocurrency. Bitcoin proponents offered several explanations for why the Blockchain Payments Corporation, particularly in its early years, had a bad opinion of BTC. The Greenpeace campaign, supported by Ripple Labs, was one of the main causes. Tordeer claims that the company did this to paint Bitcoin as an unsustainable protocol. Furthermore, a lot of people think that Ripple supported the central bank's adoption of a digital currency to safeguard its monitoring tools. According to Bitcoin proponents Samson Mao and Jack Mears, the expansion of XRP hasn't entirely deviated from the primary market trend. While the coin itself has decreased by 2.48%, leading rivals Ethereum and Solana have experienced losses of 3.37% and 5.87% respectively. For our whale and retail XRP investors, this is wonderful news. Whale holdings and ordinary investors are stepping up to support the coin's market perception amid the reaction to market cap data that shows a 40% decline in daily transaction volume, which, like price activity, has significantly surpassed some of its competitors. The price of XRP in whales has increased to all-time highs in recent weeks because to whales like these. Notably, growing open interest data drove the $1 million rise in transactions discovered on the chain earlier this month. Retail investors don't know enough about Ripple to decide whether or not to invest in the company based on its claims that it can find good commercial uses for its coin, but those who purchase XRP directly from the issuer have a better idea of how the investment contract is doing.